Well, hello again. Welcome to our kitchen. Welcome to another installment of If I Can Cook It, So Can You. You might remember I started cooking just over a year ago, really, when my wife started writing a book, and it has just become a passion for me. And I hope it becomes a passion for you because it's so much fun. It's so much more healthy than going out and grabbing a burger. You know, you can really do this. Today we're going to do something fun, at least I think it's fun. We're going to go off into the Scottish Hebrides, off into the islands, and basically look for some salmon. I'm going to make a Scottish salmon dish today. It's a very simple dish, but it is so good and it is so good for you. This dish is simple: salmon, oil, salt and pepper, and fennel seeds. I'm also going to put a little bit of fennel essential oil into the oil that I'm going to be using, the avocado oil that I'll be frying it up in. This will be pan seared. And basically this is going to become a restaurant quality meal. You're going to love it. I know I'm going to love it. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to couple this with a really fun spring salad. It'll have some baby kale, some baby spinach. I'm going to make a vinaigrette with lemon juice, with olive oil, salt and pepper, and just a touch of honey. In that salad, I'm also going to put some red onion. I'm going to put a little bit of apple. The apple is going to pair so well with that fennel on the fish. And also maybe a little avocado, just because now that's not exactly Scottish, I know that, but it tastes so good. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and talk ingredients, and then we're going to get cooking. If you're with me, let's roll. Okay, let's go ahead and first of all talk about ingredients. I mentioned this is a relatively simple dish. You're going to love putting it together, and it starts with salmon. So I've got some Faroe Island salmon here. Faroe Island is an island off of the coast of Scotland, and they catch some amazing salmon there, and so that's what we have tonight. You can use any salmon you want. I like to go to a little fish house locally. It's called Dixon's. It's been here since I think 1896, and I like to get their salmon. So that's what we're going to start with. I'm also going to use some fennel seed, not ground fennel, not fresh fennel out of the garden, which I do have, but I'm going to use fennel seed. As I mentioned, I'm also going to put in a drop or two of fennel essential oil, totally optional, but I'm going to put that in there. Of course, I'm going to have my salt, and this is just kosher salt. I'm going to have my ground pepper, and I'm going to have some avocado oil. Again, I like to cook with avocado oil. The reason is it has a higher smoke point, and so it works better when you got things on the stove. So that's what we're going to have for the salmon. Now let me tell you about what we're going to have for the salad. First of all, what's going to go into the salad? Well, again, I have got a bed of mixed greens. Basically, it's mostly baby spinach and baby kale. Both of those will combine quite well together. I am going to add into that one julienne apple. If you don't know how to julienne an apple, I'll show you how to do that. Speaking of julienning, why don't we go ahead and do the same thing with a red onion? I'm going to julienne a red onion, put that in there as well. And just because I still have some Texas blood in me somewhere, I'm going to bring in an avocado. Certainly not necessarily Scottish, but that's going to go in our salad as well. Now for our dressing, we're going to start off with some olive oil. All of the measurements will be down in the description, by the way. So we have some olive oil. I'm going to get the juice of a couple of lemons. A couple of lemons are going to go in there. I'm, of course, going to have our salt. I'm going to have our pepper. I'll probably have a touch of honey in there as well, just because, yeah, why not have a touch of honey? But with that, that's what we've got. So let's go ahead and prepare our salmon. Okay, so preparing the salmon is going to be so easy. All we're going to do is take some paper towels and dry it off. Step number one. Step number two, I'm going to take a little bit of avocado oil, probably about 2 tablespoons, put it into a little mason jar. I'm going to add a drop of my essential oil, shake it up, and then I'm going to slather it on all sides of my salmon. Then I'm going to take some salt and some cracked pepper, put that on both sides, and also some fennel seed on the flesh side of the salmon. And then I'm going to let it sit for about 10 minutes, and we'll be ready to get it going. Okay, so I have everything ready with the salmon. It looks amazing. It smells amazing. I think it's going to do really well. Let me tell you a little bit about fennel, as long as I'm thinking about fennel. Fennel has, I don't know if you're familiar with it, but fennel has a very sweet smell to it, a sweet aroma. It has kind of an anise base to it. and it really accents a lot of things very well, and I think it's going to pair really well with the lemon in our vinaigrette plus the salmon. So that's going to work quite nicely. Fennel was used by the Scots in the Highlands and the Hebrides, basically for digestive issues, for bloating, for gas, for bad breath, for stomach ache. Fennel was really kind of it was a very useful herb in the Highlands, and it's still useful today, which is why I really like to use it. Also, I'm going to be using lemon. Lemon also has some pretty amazing properties when it comes to digestive issues. If you have some sort of stomach upset, if you've got the ability to grab just a drop of lemon vitality oil, it can really help a lot. So it definitely supports that whole digestive system. So this meal is going to be incredibly healthy and incredibly tasty. Okay, for our salad, what I'm going to do is, I've already got the greens ready. I'm going to go ahead and julienne an apple. I'm going to julienne a red onion. I'm going to dice up the avocado, and I'm going to get that all ready to roll. And then I'm going to make my vinaigrette. Well, I've got my vinaigrette ready. Now it's time to start chopping up our vegetables. All right, so what I'm going to do now is basically julienne an apple. I don't know if you know how to julienne an apple, but this is an apple, this is a knife, this is a cutting board. What we're going to do basically is, after our apple is washed, I'm going to cut it down next to the core on all sides, like so. All right. Then I'm going to basically slice it this way in about 1/4, 1/8 inch slices. That's pretty good right there. And then we're going to set it up like this and slice it again down. And oh, that one got away. There you have it. Julienne apple. I'll go ahead and finish this off. Okay, we're ready to get our salmon going here. I'm gonna get my burner cranking at medium high. Now, we wanna make sure that the pan is nice and hot before we add our salmons, or our oil for that matter. We're gonna add our oil first and then our salmon. So we're gonna get that nice and roasty. It's probably gonna take, 2 to 3 minutes to do that. And then we'll add our salmon. Okay, we are shimmering away here, looking really pretty. Time to add our salmon. Again, flesh side down. And we'll start our timer for 4 minutes. I want to just kind of put it down with my spatula briefly, and that basically will make sure that everything's adhering to the pan. Okay, see you in 4 minutes. While the salmon's cooking, you want to do everything you can not to touch it. It is so tempting to go ahead and give it a shot, but you know, you do not want to touch your salmon. Okay, we are at 4 minutes. It is time to go ahead and flip us over. Yeah, that's just about perfect there. Oh yeah. Okay, we're going to go ahead and leave these on for about another minute or two. So, and then we'll check our temperature. Oh yeah, ready to come off. Okay, that salmon is ready to roll. I think we're just about at medium, maybe just a little bit around medium rare. It is going to be so good. Okay, time to plate this up. Look at that. Oh yeah. And here you have it, friends. This is Faroe Island salmon, seasoned with fennel, salt and pepper, and on a beautiful spring salad mixture. I think you can do this. If I can cook it, so can you. Go make it happen.